And people use those, it's the same thing. So here, I use the N-word. And I don't use the N-word simply because, I say nigga. I don't use the N, and I don't use it for camaraderie. I don't do it. I use it because that's why black people act. They act like that. I think it's a great description. Why rob all of society of one of the best descriptions of behavior I've ever seen? Of course, it has, the word has either a noun use or a verb use or an adverb use. And it is, because you can use it in a way in terms of endearment. And I used to use it that way all the time. I guess at that point, it's not a word of action. It's now a noun. It's a term of endearment. And I never thought about it. If for whatever reason, black people want to hold the word to themselves. And the other reason is Jesse Jackson, when Oprah Winfrey and all that crowd of liars and thieves and cross-dressers are the one that start trying to ban it. And so anything that they're doing, I'm against. So I'm going to keep on using it. I use it when I preach. People say, well, I feel a little insensitive. A lot of people say, we won't have him come speak at our venue because he may use the N-word. Well, then I don't want to come speak and okay, all right. It's okay, but I'm going to use it. I never thought I would ever agree with Whoopi Goldberg. I never thought I would ever agree with her on anything. And I'm really not agreeing with her now. But when you say N-word, everybody knows what you're talking about. The only people that can ever stop the use of the word are the people who act like it. And we can erase that as a social behavior once you stop acting like that. As long as you're acting like that, you need to call a spade a spade. I'm James David Manning, and this is the Manning Report, where the N-word is welcome.
From Kenner, Louisiana. Railroad tracks separate the black and the white folks.
These niggers, they're niggers.
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 Nigger.
Nigger?
I've been in many fights over that. Handed some ass whippings out and received some.
I'll kill you, nigga, run. Run, nigga, run.
By somebody white was I was on a picket line in 1960. And somebody white in the car drove by and said, nigga, out the window loud. And that was the first time.
Honey, what's this black world coming to?
Nigga, nigga, nigga.
Don't say nigga.
Am I a nigga? And if the answer is yes, don't be ashamed to admit you're a nigga.
No. I remember the first time I heard it, and I've never been really offended by it. Because the first time I heard it came out of somebody's black mouth.
Once you get a job, nigga, be respectful. It's the nigga in you that turns you black. Black. Once you learn to hate it.
Hate it.
You know what? I can't remember anyone ever calling me a nigga. I guess, not in a derogatory fashion. I can't even actually think of anybody calling me a nigga to my face or within hearing distance ever. Who's gonna call you a nigga in New York? Nobody. Except, other niggas.
How much longer and what else needs to be done in order to satisfy the call
of what the San Francisco liberals and the Los Angeles liberals consider as doing something for the poor. I mean, my God, Lyndon Baines Johnson established what is known as the Great Society, and the purpose was to do something for the poor. Do something for the poor. All throughout the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, it's been do something for the poor. I mean, Bill Clinton runs around and gives away billions of dollars in Africa. I mean, billions. U2 and Bono and all that crowd of philanthropists and whoever else that they might want to title themselves running around over in Africa and every place they can find a black face to do something for the poor. What I want to ask is the question is, when in the heck are we going to see the poor doing something for themselves? That's what I want to know. I mean, all right, okay, Jeremiah, right? So we did bomb Nagasaki and Hiroshima, 50, 60 years ago. But my God, the Japanese have turned around and built a great society, and they're selling all y'all black folk Lexuses, Toyotas, and Camrys and everything else. Well, when the black people gonna turn around after everything is done for them and do something for somebody else? I mean, all this is health care, doing something for the poor, doing something for the poor, doing something for the poor. When in the heck are poor people going to turn around and do something for somebody else except wait for people to do something for them for the next 350 years? All right, so you voted in a black president. Was that what you were trying to do? To do something for the poor? So you got the long-legged Mac Daddy now. He's going to get $1.5 million for a prize that he didn't earn, the Nobel Peace Prize. He's going to get $1.3 million for that. When are the poor people, after all of what has been done, all the taxpayer money, all the Great Society, all the Community Reinvestment Act, all of the money dumped into programs like you won't believe, from condoms to baby diapers to peanut butter to pork in a can, when are the poor people going to do something for themselves? I mean, what is going on in this? When are black people going to get sick and tired of always being on the bottom after billions of dollars are poured into their neighborhoods? Okay, so you make them mayors of cities. You even got one now that's allegedly black. That's the president. And you still got to do something for the poor people, Poor people. Well, we got to be the poor people. We got to do something for the poor people. And half of the poor that you're talking about doing something are grown men laying up in the bed till 11 or 12 o'clock in the day on drugs, on SSI. You call that poor? I don't call that poor. These men are just scared to go to jail because their brothers have gone to jail. What is this? We got to do something for the poor. So we need this health care reform bill because we got to do something for poor people. I've never seen anything as foolish as this in all my life. When are the poor people going to ever stand up and do something for themselves? They don't ever have to do anything for everybody else that's been doing something for them for the last 50 years. When poor people going to just turn around and do something for them, when they going to turn around and wipe their own behind? For once in our lifetime, can we ever see poor people stand up and wipe their own behinds? For once!
He's black. He's brutal. He's boss.
They call him boss.
Well, you know we've been discriminated against. Will you shut up? You know they had us here slaves, They brought us from Africa. My God! You say that one more time, I'm going to choke you. One more time. If I hear that one more time out of you, I'm going to choke your tongue out your mouth.
Die, nigga! Why you brothers and sisters? Nigga. That's all I hear you motherfuckers talking about is nigga.
I think the music is a little bit hard.
I ain't no nigga. Does everything out your mouth have to be a 4-letter word?
Talk about women is bull.
What are you motherfuckers doing for the community anyway? Motherfucker, I got kids. I don't want them listening to that bullshit. Fuck the niggas. You motherfuckers need to stop. How could you call yourself a nigga and be proud of it?
Flatline.
But it was also a time where if you called somebody, yo, what up, nigga? You know, cats was like, why I gotta be a nigga today? Because there was a certain level of consciousness that people felt that nigga was demeaning. And they said, you know, damn, you know, why you dissing me like that?
I'm talking about black people like you, nigga.
There used to be some beautiful black men would come through the neighborhood dressing African shit, you know, really nice shit, you know, and they'd be peace, love, black is beautiful. Remember the essence of life. We are people of the universe and life is beautiful. My parents go, that nigga crazy.